Bouquet. Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming. I request Aishwarya Party Sri Damodar Naik. Welcome, sir. It's his first visit to W constituency as a president. आमचे आमदार श्री संकल्पजी आमोणकर आले अध्यक्ष ऐश्वर्या यांच्यानी पुष्पगुच्छ देऊन आमचे आमदार संकल्प आमोणकर यांचे झडपी आमचे अनिता थोरात यांचे आमचे मंडळ अध्यक्ष
at this function present here, most respected and honorable Minister of State for Industry.
We come to the constituency of our dynamic minister and MLA from here, Mr. Marvin Godino. What was, how many villages are there? 40 fishing villages. Gig workers. No, this is not a central government or a state government. There is a GST council and whatever decision that happens in that council. So he is the man. So we'll figure out, I'll also find out what's happening. But as of now, there is no proposal as such. It has not been discussed in the council. And if it does, and what the views are, then we'll have to figure out. But I'll take your views and whatever you talk about civil and sorry? Big sectors and 1,28,650 crores has been the expenditure. For agriculture, it's 1,71,000. For home affairs, it's 2,33,000. For rural development, it's 2,66,000. For urban development, is 96,000 crores. For health, is 98,000 crores. These are the big ticket items. Anyway, so coming to the very relevant question of cyber security, you know, you're absolutely right. India, you have to understand, has over a crore people with mobiles. Not a crore, 100 crore. And about 90 crore with the internet access. On one side is such a big thing because our big programs like Jan Dhan accounts, like mobile, like Aadhaar, this is the biggest program that any country has done in numbers, and there have been no leakages in that. When you go over such big scale program, nobody in the world has been able to do what India has done. This is also when you are giving intended beneficiaries of Jan Dhan accounts, you are giving direct transfers, you are cutting down any leakages, you are making it faster. You are also getting data for artificial intelligence. The data that India has, nobody has. That's why India is it's called the use case capital of the world. Everything that technology will do, India will be the first because it has so much of data available. Now, on one side, this is the advantage, but on the other side, it's disadvantage because when you're on the net or you're on the mobile, you are target of cyber crime. So you understand how big the opportunity is and how big the challenge is also. So the cyber crime, India is going all out, I can tell you. There's one the IT ministry, there's one the home ministry, and then there's a national security. 3 agencies work for cyber crime. Because IT ministry cannot bring the cyber criminal to task, the home ministry does that. So we all now, a command center has been set, complete coordination happens so that any cyber crime that is happening. Firstly, India is going all out of going and discussing best practices across the world. Because cyber crime is such, it has no boundaries and it is faceless. A person sitting in some country in some other part of the world can come and attack you. So if you do, it's not only India. Cyber crime is such that somebody sitting in America, South America can be here. And usually that is the case. It's across boundaries. So the first thing is that we are collaborating with different countries and exchanging information. 1, to prevent the cyber crime. 2, if the cyber crime has happened, to catch the culprit. 3, the law that the Home Minister has got the Nyaya Sangita, where the changes have been made. Because now when cyber criminals are caught, they have to be tried according to the new criminal laws. They are punished and retrievals happen. Money is got back and given to the people who are being cheated. So things are in process, but I can tell you that it's a evolving situation. It's technology. You do something to stop cybercrime, a new technology comes, and some other crime starts happening. You understand? Huh? So that is done. You crack down on the digital arrest. The Home Minister has specifically ensured. And one thing that is most important is awareness. Because once you know, like I said, the public has to contribute. If they don't know and they fall for traps, some message comes, you open it. It might be a trap. This digital arrest which is happening, Prime Minister had to go on Mann Ki Baat and tell people that don't fall for such fraud people who are, fleecing money. So that awareness programs are going on. On the technology front, we have it's called the CERT, the Emergency Response Teams. There's a CERT India, there's a CERT US, there's a CERT every country has. So they are sitting down and talking to each other. What is happening on cybercrime in your country? How are you preventing it? India is using the best practices. So this is the way we are moving forward. Compliance. These internet providers, any tech company, they have to have cyber security prevention methods in-house. Otherwise they will be penalized. It can't be the responsibility of only the government. Anybody who is supplying anything where the public can get affected, they have to self also regulate. So those things are also being brought in. The Data Protection Act has been passed by Parliament. It's going to be, the rules are going to be announced soon. That data protection is very important. It has to be, when we want some information from somebody, it has to be an informed data collection. It cannot be like, when you are in a hurry and you want to open a website and say, please click, are you agreeing with the terms? You don't even read the terms, but you click it. So those things have to change. You have to be informed before you click. It cannot be done by, taking you to a place where you are in a hurry, you just press the button without reading it. So things are changing. India is on top of it. One of the top priorities, because our base is very high. We have a huge rural population who is on the internet, who have mobile. We don't have, everybody is not urban. Rural population is very difficult. So all things are being done where we are ensuring that the reduction in cybercrime happens at rapid pace, and India has been very successful in that. Thank you.
If I am not mistaken, which was struck down by the Supreme Court. You are also a politician, I am also a politician. If a person is defamed, one could file a police complaint, person was duly arrested and action taken according to the law. But after that section was struck down by Supreme Court in the name of freedom of a citizen, today the only alternative, you and I are politicians, so many politicians are sitting on the stage, you spend years building a reputation. You have got a certain standing, whether it's a businessman, politician, respected citizen. But person who don't have any standing in society just take the social media and defame you on untruth, on absolutely things which have never happened, and there is no remedy. Judges have got protection. The same people from Supreme Court or other courts who give the judgment, contempt of court, they are duly protected. And we as politicians, as businessmen, as common citizens are subject to this part, which is very unhealthy thing for society. Then what will happen one day in society? People will forget going as per law and they will directly take action. This is going to breed. If there is going to be contempt of court as far as judges are concerned, IT Ministry should consider bringing about some legislation where there is no contempt for truth. People, when they defame you, should not be based on untruth or something totally wrong and disastrous for a person's reputation. Something has to be done in this direction.
India is also going in for its LLM models, foundation models, like the US and China have done. The first step for that was to get people GPUs,
Correct.
which has been done by the Indian government. We were thinking of getting 10,000, we've got 18,000. And now we can give our entrepreneurs, our researchers, our innovators that GPU access for them to build a foundation model in India. So India is there, it is working on its own foundation model, and very soon you'll have it.
आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्स आता सगळ्याकडे पसरला आणि आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्साचे खूप प्लस पॉयंटूय आसा पूण ताचे बरोबर थोडे जे मायनर हे आसा सायबर क्रायम आसा बाकीचे क्रायम आसा सो ताजोय बी एक भाग आसा सो ताणें सांगिल्ले ते प्रमाणे गव्हर्मेंट इज ऑल्सो वर्किंग ऑन हाव टू रिड्यूस दीज सायबर क्रायम्स एंड हाव टू इन्क्रीज द रीच ऑफ आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्स एंड हाव टू पुट इट टू अ व्हेरी ज्युडिशियस यूज म्हणजे सारको यूज कसो जातलो ताचो आनी तो बरो यूज कसो जातलो लोकांक ताचो बरो फायदो कसो जातलो हे आमी पळोवपाची गरज आसा आनी दॅट इज वॉट मिनिस्टरान सांगलां की फुडल्या काळांत इवन दो मेजर ट्रस्ट इज ऑन आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्स दे वील सी दॅट ऑल दीस नेगेटीव पॉयंट्स ऑर लकुनास म्हणटा तशें